I got a text from somebody about Chris Christie yesterday, buddy of mine. He's not, I mean, he follows politics, but he's not, he's not knee deep in politics. And he's like, what the F is going on with Chris Christie? Why is he on every single network? They're doing like a documentary, like a Profiles in Courage on him and on CNN. He's on the Meet the Press. He's on ABC. He's on Fox and MSNBC. And honestly, A, I will stipulate that I have no idea. But B, it's like, I don't know if like Ken Langone went to all the network heads and said like, I've got, I'm going to drop 100 Home Depot commercials on you, except for I really want to see Chris Christie on there. I mean, some billionaire is bankrolling something that is getting Chris Christie on all of these things. It's not because people are like, well, there's so much pent up demand for Chris Christie's book. We've all been waiting for this. Yeah. I mean, this is a guy who for the past 4 years, he was doing like, AM talk radio, sports radio. Like, if this guy was in such demand, we would have seen him. He would have gotten a show somewhere or something.
And he left New Jersey's governorship with, what, a 20% approval rating? It might even have been lower.
So, somebody is out there priming the pump because they want to try and use Chris Christie as some type of like, battering ram against Donald Trump. And I've got some news for folks. That ain't going to cut it. I don't know if it's like he's going to join the Lincoln Project or what.
He was on The Daily Show yesterday.
He's everywhere. And why? First off, like yesterday we talked about the idea of like birtherism. He was complaining that the Republican Party has become about birtherism. That happened 6 years ago, 8 years ago, 10 years ago.
That's how Donald Trump launched his campaign. And that's why you knew that when you endorsed him.
Endorsed him and freaking brought him lunch every day. Are you kidding me?
Do you need anything, Mr. Trump?
Did I put enough ketchup in there, boss? Like, he's like that dude in the Pope of Greenwich Village who's like, they took my thumb. They took my thumb.
Yeah, but okay, that. But I don't get it.
No.
But so this is the guy that's going to oppose Trump?
Well, this is the guy apparently that somebody has decided is going to go out. Let's watch him on MSNBC. That is hilarious. He's getting roughed up by Nicolle Wallace of all people.
That shows how paper thin this is.
Oh.
You take on the media, and I'm in the media, so I read that section carefully. But the book is called, it's about conspiracies and lies, and you really don't take on Fox News. Why not?
Look, because
the book was Tucker Carlson
because the book. No, I don't watch it, but the book.
Are you aware of what he does?
Not really. I don't pay a lot of attention to it.
It's a book with truth deniers, conspiracy theorists.
Pause it. The guy's written a book. Let's just be clear. On conservative conspiracy theories and all this, and the media not aware of what the highest rated show maybe in the history of cable news, not just at the moment, in the history. I'm not aware. I don't pay attention to that. You didn't have to pay attention to that when you wrote that book?
Convenient.
That's weird.
That
is weird. That is super, super weird. Nicolle Wallace seems to have stumbled on something that Chris Christie is a freaking liar.
I mean, the selective blindness of this is when the Republicans were like, did you see what Trump tweeted? Like, no, I didn't see what he tweeted. But
I wasn't aware of that.
If Ilhan tweets one word incorrectly, everybody will know about it 5 minutes later.
I didn't see what Donald Trump tweeted. I didn't know what Tucker Carlson did. But did you see what the Oberlin student newspaper led with this week? It is out of control, cancel culture.
It's like they got coached up before going on the stand where they just have to say, I do not recall. I do not recall.
It's all right, but let's continue here. I mean, he must have thought I thought I was going on to Joe Scarborough and I was going to just get like the full on lick down.
I thought I was going on to Nicolle Wallace's show, and she's kind of what I want to be, right? Like her entire history in the Republican Party and propping up Sarah Palin is totally whitewashed, and now she's able to make a ton of money on MSNBC. Maybe that can be me, and this will be a friendly interview. Maybe not so much.
That's right. Yeah. She is my. Here we go.
The book is called, it's about conspiracies and lies, and you really don't take on Fox News. Why not?
Look, because the book was
Tucker Carlson
because the book. No, I don't watch it, but the book.
Are you aware of what he does?
Not really. I don't pay a lot of attention to it.
It's a book with truth deniers, conspiracy theorists on the cover.
Right.
And you attack CNN and the New York Times and MSNBC and not Fox.
But excuse me, I don't attack them as conspiracy theorists or truth deniers. I talk about bias.
And is bias more dangerous to the country than conspiracy theorists?
No, but that's the third section of the book.
I read
where I talk about the movement forward. In the center portion of the book, we talk about the conspiracy theories and the truth denying that went on with things like QAnon, Pizzagate, the election situation, John Birch Society. And that's what I talk about. There's two sections of the book, and I'm sure accidentally you're conflating them.
I'm not conflating them, but I don't think I don't think it's an intellectually honest case to make against conspiracy theories without taking on Fox News.
Well, listen, then you can write that in your book.
Well, I'm not trying to rescue the Republican Party.
I understand. Well, whenever you want to write your next book,
I guess my question is, you want to run for president. What's your relationship with Fox News going to be?
Well, first of all, I didn't say I wanted to run for president. You said that. So let's be clear about that.
Well, a lot of people have said in the last 3 days you haven't corrected anybody.
Well, I understand that.
You're pretty quick to jump in and correct the record.
No, what I've said is that I certainly will think about it, but I won't make any decision for at least another year.
Do you think that Fox News in prime time is good for the country or bad?
Listen, there are shows that I like in Fox News, and there's shows that I don't like. Like there are shows that I like here,
Are you afraid to question the purveyors of conspiracy theories and
By the way, but that's your opinion. Yeah. You're welcome to your opinion, like everybody else in this country is welcome to your opinion. I don't consider people like Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham purveyors.
I didn't say either of their names.
Well, you said the evening news programs at Fox News.
The 8 p.m. hour.
And as I told you, I don't watch the show, so I don't know what Tucker does from night to night. If I watch anything at night in news, because most of the time I'm watching sports, but if I'm watching anything in news, I'm usually watching either Sean or Laura.
So you may or may not support Donald Trump in 2024. You may or may not run for president.
So So 8 p.m. is Tucker Carlson's hour, right? And then he hands it off to Hannity, and then he hands it off to Ingram.
I'm out having dinner, so I don't start watching TV until 9 p.m. Oh, as if Sean Hannity, he never tried. No, he doesn't get involved in any conspiracies or anything like that. And Laura Ingraham, God forbid. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
That was incredible how he fell into his own trap when he just listed Ingram and Hannity. It was so obvious.
I'm not a fan of Nicolle Wallace per se, but that I really enjoyed.
Yeah, but
that energy was great.
That's what gets her excited, though, right? Or eager to do aggressive questioning like that, because she feels like MSNBC is getting slighted
exactly.
So Chris Christie's going after MSNBC and CNN, but you're not going to go after Fox News. Like it's an office dispute, and so that riles her up, right? It's
absolutely.
a career thing.
I will say this, that in my experience, they don't. None of these places. Well, people can infer about, because I have more experience with one or two of these places than others. They don't care about ideology. They care about their brand.
Yeah.
And don't besmirch
and they're competitors,
exactly.
Right?
But that was really enjoyable.
Chris Christie, you are not accurately describing our competitors, and so I'm really angry about it, which accidentally leads to an incredible line of questioning. But let's not be under any illusions.
Yeah, don't watch cable news. But finding avoidance there, like with Raffensperger or with Christie, there of just things they don't want to say is, I think, it's really good journalism.
Unbelievable.
Yes. And notice how he turns quickly to being a bully.
Oh yeah. Not aware of what the highest rated show maybe in the history of cable news, not just at the moment, in the history. I'm not aware. I don't pay attention. Pay attention to that when you wrote that book.
Convenient.
That's weird.
Off.